Shalom, shalom, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone to teach them well. Shalom to the elect, the 144,000, pushing this truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. If Lord willing, will be at that number. I'm your brother Tabal Yakuna, coming at you with another video, and Lord willing is edifying. All right, man. So I tried to do this before. Satan just seemed to be all over this, but I'm gonna start out with a scripture. All right, it says Habakkuk 1:4. It says, therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth, for the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Okay, and who's the wicked? Esau, Edom. All right, so-called white man. Let's grab it in the NLT. It says, the law has become paralyzed, and there is no justice in the courts. The wicked far outnumber the righteous, so that justice has become perverted. And that's exactly what we're seeing more and more, in these times, man, in the news with this Trump administration. He just pardoned this couple, Todd Chrisley and his wife, and they evaded $30 million in taxes, man. Or over $30 million in taxes. And this guy Trump, we believe, is the cruel Lord mentioned in the book of Isaiah, the 19th chapter. And it's mentioning cruel Lord because this guy is going to come down with great wrath eventually, as it's written of in Revelation 12th chapter, the 12th verse. The devil knoweth that he hath but a short time. So, he's going a time to do what? Time to get his new world order off the ground, man. So, let's see, Isaiah 19, and let's see, fierce king, yeah, Isaiah 19:4, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. And that we believe that's Trump. And a fierce king shall rule over them. The Egyptians are the modern day white people, so-called white people. We know that their blood shows forth through their skin, so they're not actually white and black and all these other colors. They're just colors. They're not actual nations of people. All right. It says, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Hosts meaning armies. All right. So, Babylon the Great is in the arms of a cruel Lord, man, a cruel king, man. And it's going to be more evident, and a fierce king is going to be more evident as time progresses, man, into these end days, man. All right, so let's grab. I don't know if I grabbed this because this thing, Satan's all over, man. It done stopped and started so many times. Habakkuk 1:4. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Right. So compass meaning to circle about or go over. The wicked Esau, Edom, so-called white man, and his judgment, that comes out of his court system. A lot of it, I should say, a lot of it is not right, man, because he's not right, as it's written. The soul that is lifted up in him is not upright in him. His soul that is lifted up is not upright in him. Roughly paraphrasing, is lifted up in pride. Right? He's a very proud man. All right, proudest on the earth. All right, I wanted to read that in the NLT version. Habakkuk 1:4 in the NLT. The law has become paralyzed. It's like the law has become paralyzed, and there is no justice in the courts. The wicked far outnumber the righteous, so that justice has become perverted. Yeah. So, matter of fact, let's just get a real simple definition for perverted. It says, of course, it says characterized by sexual practices or tendencies that are considered abnormal and unacceptable. All right. Of a thing having been corrupted or distorted from its original course, meaning, or state, right? So when you think about justice, you think about things being right, no matter, who you are. That's what they say. Oh, it doesn't matter if you're red, white, blue, doesn't matter. Wrong is wrong and right is right, but we know, that Esau's system is super corrupt. And a lot of that is being exposed in these times right now. A whole lot. All right. As it's written, how does it go? See if I can find it. I can never. All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 2. Take the milestones and grind meal, uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. And this is going into, the pulling down of the strongholds through the Holy Spirit, through the men of the Lord, the prophets, making this beast system bare, exposing it, through the Spirit. And power Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Wahara Chakodash. All right. Expose, and a lot of just regular people that don't even have the truth, they're doing the same. They see right through this devil. They know who's pulling the strings in Hollywood and the media and how controlled it is and this, that, and the third. They understand that, a lot of these small hatters are behind this charade and this smoke and mirrors that we call America, which is actually, in biblical terms, it's America is Babylon the Great. All right, that whore that rides the beast back, written of in Revelation, book of Revelation, the 17th chapter. Okay, so, I was watching this movie Robin Hood, and Robin Hood, there's an old version, and Robin Hood had finished whooping ass, and he basically was in front of the king that got placed back on the throne, and the king was like, "Well, what do you want, man? You've done a good deed, basically." And Robin Hood was like, "Yeah, could you pardon my men, basically, because they were looked at as treasonous, and so yeah, of course, you guys are pardoned just like that, boom." And it just brought to my mind, how this guy Trump is trying to set himself up as. You see a lot of demonstrators out there in front of schools and higher institutions with the sign, "We no king. We need this." These people, they're like, "We don't want to be under a king. This is supposed to be democracy." Hey, but this guy Trump, he's setting himself up to look like a king to the people, and he wants to actually be a king. There was talks of him skirting past a third, or getting into a third term, which you can easily do, man. There's certain little ways that you could set things up to where he could do that legitimately, just through a loophole. And that's just the system of this beast system. It's complete. It's corrupt all the way through and through. First of all, because it's it's the Edomite system. As is written, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, Job 9:24. All right, so let's grab some more precepts real quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter. No, Salakia. Daniel, book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, that's Yahweh Shai, but he shall be broken without hand. So, through his policies, okay, craft, which is basically a lot of his stuff that he does is witchcraft, man. It's playing on the minds of the people, and the so-called Constitution, these executive orders and things. It says craft shall prosper in his hands. So the power is going to be given to him because power of the pen and his so-called his policies is going to be given to him because he could basically write his own rules, man. As he goes, So you're going to see a lot of poor judgment, and we've already his record for poor judgment is out the it's down the road, man. Everybody knows that this devil doesn't judge fairly, especially the so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans. You should know that by now. Anyway, let's grab another precept. All right, Salakia. This is the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 22. This is going into his NWO, his New World Order that he wants to get off the ground, man, which he's going to seal with that C-hip that's written in the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 16 and 17, and that mark. All right, this is verse 22. Job 20:22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Straits meaning position of difficulty. It's talking about Esau, the so-called white man, starting with his elite bankers and speaking on his NWO. It says every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Right. So, give me a second. All right. So, yeah, he's going to be cast down. Okay, he's going to be cast down, man. I believe that wicked actually goes into, if I'm not mistaken, it actually goes into the Israelites, so this is not the wicked. These are just like wicked people that are risen up to come on. Don't quote me on it. I don't know. I'm gonna just say I don't know at this time, but basically it's going into how he's going to be cast down. All right, verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, and I'm gonna have to get back to y'all on that one. When he is about to fill his belly, verse 23, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. That's talking about missiles. Talking about that rain is going to be the missiles on his whole NWO plan, trying to rule the world, So Lord willing, I was edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Chakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect. Shalom.